Hello and welcome to Season 4 Blister Critters with a Pint of Cthulhu. Cap, give us that rundown that you just gave us off air.
Previously on A Pint of Cthulhu, Blister Critters, we discovered the mastermind behind the milk heists. A rather dashing snake in a hat. I can't remember its name. I don't think Jacob ever asked for it. But we had a pleasant conversation where we realised that the snake might not be the bad guy we all thought that they were. The wolf has lied to us. After a brief conversation and figuring shit out, we split up the party. Most of us went inside to the snake's underground railroad or mine road town that they are currently organising, and took and stayed outside with the rest of the rat compatriots to keep watch.
Yeah, so the area we're in used to be an old minecart roller coaster. I think we had the name for it, and I think we've probably mentioned it about 3 times, and we keep forgetting it every single episode. Mindscape, there you go.
You forget it, we remember.
So yeah, Toucan is outside, keeping watch on what's going on with the rats, deciding some reason to stay outside. But the rest of you, yeah, you're inside. Oh, yeah, it's an old minecart ride.
Did Jacob ever get the name of the snake?
I don't think you ever.
I don't think we ever asked the snake its name.
It's Rattlesnake Blake.
Yeah. It's a snake with a hat. It's cute.
Yeah, snake with a hat. So you're inside the ride. There's old animatronic parts that still line the walls of some sort of depiction of mining for gold. Like little display scenes, as it were, before you'd be shot off down a deep abyss plummet. Yeah, before being cranked back up again and doing it multiple times. And there's rats running everywhere. They're just trying to collect as much material as they've scattered around the area and try and get it into one area for a big fight coming up. Is there anything either ones of you that are in the tunnel want to do?
Is there anything to search? I mean, can we look around for anything useful like food or anything?
You can always ask the snake if you want.
Mr. Snake Man, is there any food around?
There'll be plenty of food around. What kind of food you after?
Well, you better get some drawn out S's in that.
Yeah.
It's a snake.
Right now, I think I could something hearty and maybe with some sugar in it would be great. They'll pick me up.
You want something sugary?
Yes.
Say it like a lisp.
Something sugary.
It was southern. How can you do it with like a lisp?
Something sugary.
I dare say things are stirring up here in this super mind.
Yes, something sugary and sweet. And succulent.
Now I get the feeling that y'all taking the mickey out of the fact that I'm a snake.
Snicker snack.
Snickety snick.
He'll tap one of the rats and get this. What are you, a porcupine? Spiky
Yeah.
fella.
That was Matt asking, not the snake.
And what's your name?
Oh, thank God for that. One of you actually bothered asking my name for once.
You're not a person to us. Not
Is it
yet.
Pete? Tell me it's Pete.
No, it's Rattlesnake Blake.
Why do you want it to be Pete, out of curiosity, Cartman?
Because it's the furthest from S I can think of.
You know what,
It's
fair
just-
enough.
P is right next to S.
We're not
Yeah,
good.
I have put that, but I was talking phonetically, like how it sounds. Like.
You know what, fair enough. Fair
Of all
enough.
letters. Of all goddamn letters.
One of you whippersnappers got anywhere I can put this snake oil?
have the room for it myself.
Sorry, my rucksack's full.
Give it Mike.
What would I want with some snake oil?
It's like beeswax.
Remind me if
I'm
you
still
remember,
hungry.
Matt, how much SP the roaching goal was.
That was 2 and it had 3 uses.
Anyone got room for 2 SP there? Actually, Gertrude, you're...
Actually,
Don't know if you want to eat one.
Sorry,
by
how
any
many have you got
chance.
left?
I've only got 1, but it's still taking 2
Okay,
SP.
because I've got 1 left as well, so I could take that
Yes, you
without.
can combine.
Yes,
Okay,
I can
go,
take
go,
that
you
without.
go.
Yeah,
Two,
I'll
right?
take that.
Right, that lets me have the snake oil
Excellent.
instead. Excellent. Good.
Because the Roaching Gobe was basically a packet of, and it contained 3. So you can take 1 out and put it into the other packet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
little
fine.
gummies.
Right, that sorts our problem out. Efficient management of resources.
As for one of the rats bringing Gertrude some food, I mean, yeah, it will, as one run past, it just lobs an apple at you. Just a straight up simple apple.
Awesome. Yeah, no, that's tasty. Can I eat that straight away?
If you want, yeah, D4, D4.
You know what they say about an apple?
I
Now,
guess
what do
while
they say
they're all.
about an apple?
4 and 3.
Yeah, so 4 health, 3 crit.
Guess while they're all eating stuff, I'm going to turn back around to the snake and just inquire about the level of the posse that we're able to raise here to take against the wolf. You say something like, "Hey there, friendly rattlesnake. What kind of fighting hands do you have on staff here? We need to raise a posse to take back to this town."
I mean,
Yeah, we
have-
need to rescue our train.
Well, I mean, the biggest thing is once that wolf is down, there'll be no stopping us going back into town and re-establishing some order of things.
We're right
Our
with you.
train. Alright, your train is just something that we can sort out after all this mess. It seems to be your feather friend is still outside there.
Don't worry, with the wolf out of the way and your rats not stealing from us anymore, we'll be able to get our train sorted ourselves.
I still don't like the idea of you saying we stealing. We were just trying to provide.
To be fair, this is how this whole thing started. Your rat stole from us, there was a big misunderstanding, we've sorted it out now, let's not retread all that shit.
Sounds
friends
good
now.
to me.
Right, suppose we should go collect the bird then.
Well, as you as you're about to leave, there is a bang off in the distance, a slight blast, and dust starts raining down from the ceiling a bit, and things start looking a bit tense for a moment, and yeah, no, everything seems to calm down. Then another bang, another bang. Seems like whatever's happening over in Tugan's area is just about to get heated up. And we'll just rewind time a little bit and go
Well,
back over.
Can Jacob just suggest something first before you rewind time?
Go on.
Well, Snake, that blast we set off earlier must have alerted more of those sheep. We're under attack. Do you have any traps or any way to flank the position of the entrance?
Well, it seems to be that most of our rats here will go up to one of the narrow points of where the track is before the herd, as it were, can get inside. So it should be enough to give us some time to evacuate the kids and whatnot.
Alright, I understand that you're going to focus on evacuating the kids here, but I was really asking for more of a tactical advantage. For example, did you have any security measures set up already up at the entrance that we came in?
We got a few rocks in positions and whatnot, but there's not a great deal in this here area. Stealth was more our kind of.
Alright, a couple of rock slides, we might be able to use that.
Well, that is where Tugan is, so you might not probably be able to use that.
Okay, well, at least can we say that I get the information as to where the rock slides are set off from?
Yeah, you can do. But as I say, it probably will be happening as and when, they start hitting where Toucan is.
Well, in that case, we're going to run straight back up to the entrance after we have that information.
Fair enough. So as the blast is going off, you start running back towards the entrance. Meanwhile, going back into Toucan's timeline of events. What exactly are you doing right now, Took, before the herd gets in?
I'm watching these rats rather intently. I am kind of, I'm noticing that my friends went, waving the olive branch with the snake. Obviously, I would say I've got good hearing, but I've got, normal hearing, I think is what I did look up. Toucans actually don't have like amazing hearing like other birds do. They just got normal hearing. So I would say I don't really know much of their interaction. I just know that they went, they did kind of let their guard down a little bit and went with the snake into the mine. So I would say...
No, we also killed a sheep before we went in.
Yep.
It kind of killed itself.
Yeah, it did kind of kill itself, yeah.
Yeah, we did watch that. So I would say, I can kind of... Could I safely assume I know at this point, obviously, the sheep and the wolf are, bad? Or can I just say, was that just a freak incident? Or things like that? Would you have me roll on that? But either way, I wouldn't necessarily... Because if I think that they're in the bad, then I would be on guard. But if I have no clue, really, if the wolf and the sheep are really bad... then I probably would just be relaxing, maybe like close my eyes a little bit, but I'm still perched on top of the building.
Well, from what you know, is the snake has said, that the wolf is bad, essentially. And one of the sheep did detonate, which, by the way, in the rulebook, you don't take damage when you do that. It's just something you can do. But for this, it's more funny if the sheep blow up too. So, you're going off the assumption that the rats and the snake are actually the good ones, purely
You've been bamboozled.
Off of what's been said.
You can feel the betrayal.
It's up to you, really, how you would think Toucan would feel about that.
Well, as I said, I'm kind of perched on a vantage point. So I was able to hear the entire conversation with the snake.
Yeah, you got the gist of it, essentially. But obviously, when they went into the tunnels, you didn't hear anything else from that point.
Okay. Then I would say I would be on guard. Then definitely keeping a keen eye, looking around and making sure, kind of eyeing the rats. Not necessarily like in a bad way, as them being the enemy, but definitely seeing, maybe flaws in their defense. Or things like that. If they, I don't know, just kind of I don't necessarily know if the sheep are coming, but I do know that I'm on guard in case they are. And I'm making sure, like, I'm looking around and making sure that they are. I don't know if they're not defending correctly. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm going down and teaching them, but I do like noting in my head if there is a weak spot in their defense that could be exploited by the sheep.
Well, the rats at the moment, they've kind of pushed a few logs down into place. They've blocked up the track route. And most of them have taken up position behind this makeshift barricade. You can see a few areas where there are the rock traps. You can see them from where you are because they're set up to be easy seen from behind, so you can just kind of set them off quickly. But for the most part, there's not very many of them. From what you would expect, there seems to be only 6 of us. It's just 7. You'd have thought there'd have been a few more, but apparently the old saying, breeding like rats, hasn't quite worked out well for them.
Is that an old saying?
Oh man.
Is here
You never heard the saying?
breeding like rabbits?
No, rats as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or there's also rats of a sinking ship.
I've only ever owned male rats, so I've never had females with my males, so I wouldn't know.
Rat bastards.
Oh, they breed like absolute wildfire.
All I do know is having male rats that their balls are fucking enormous. Oh my god. It's like half their body is their testicles. It's ridiculous. People that have rats know. Oh my god.
Rat bag.
No.
That's rude. You're talking about my boys here. That's disgusting. Disgusting. How dare you
That's a new
insinuate.
voice
Oh.
So the perfect time for us.
Again, insulting. There's context behind those sound bites. That does not
That's
it does not involve my rat boys, you sick bastards.
Good.
Is this why he turns to the dark side?
Yeah, that's
This is where I become the villain of the campaign.
Well, Toucan, as you're watching around, you'll see dust being kicked up in the distance. And, yep, a whole herd of deputy sheep come absolutely barreling forward down the line.
Put your hands in the air.
And perhaps even the wolf is riding one of them in the very far back.
See him run again.
What do you do?
Well, as I said, I took note of their defenses. Did I see any? Like, is there... I mean, you kind of told me their defenses. Is there, like, obvious flaws in their defense?
They're far and few between. You know, as I say, these were more relying on the fact of not being found. I mean, yeah, you guys kind of found them very easily, but...
Plot reasons.
You know, yeah, plot
like-
reasons.
It's almost like you don't know what's going on, Matt. All right, fair.
Yay.
He dares to ask the voice of God.
Yeah, well, Matt did this to me during my fucking campaign of D&D.
What strategy
I
would you
start.
use, Toucan?
Don't even start. Well, I'm trying to think. I feel like Toucan would help, would run in and help. But I also think he would sit back and watch it and kind of, I don't know, help where needed. I'm very conflicted on how he would proceed.
Well, technically the rats don't know where you are. You never actually gave your position away. They just got told that, yes, there's a toucan around. Don't kill it.
Yeah, because I'm technically up here.
Yeah,
As you're looking at the
In the
map, I'm
sky.
like on top of I'm looking on top of the building. That's kind of where I'm perched. And you did say I can see the wolf riding one of the sheep. He's within eyesight of me.
yeah, it's slightly far off, but you know, you can see that. You don't know if he can see you, perhaps, but you know, you can see him. But again, you have no idea whether or not what he's there for.
Well, I'm actually genuinely conflicted. I don't really know on how I would proceed, and I say that because like the two options I would see here would be to fly down and help the rats, but also to sit back and because I don't owe anything to these rats, and I would say from my perspective, I don't necessarily know them themselves. I don't think that they're the bad guys, quote unquote. And I'm obviously the person hiring us is the bad guy from what I can tell. He's storming the hideout that he told us to storm. So I think at this point, seeing the wolf, I can assume at this point I do know that he is not on our side. But I am very conflicted on whether or not to get involved. Should we do a dice roll? I want to do a dice roll.
Well,
Whether I
before
get
you do a
involved.
dice roll, as you're sitting there conflicted, the first set of sheep will arrive, and you see one of the rats scurry off, and they'll wait. They just hold position, and as the sheep get up to a certain point in the track, a whole bunch of boulders come down and start crushing. It's about a good 4 or 5 of them. And yeah, gunfire starts commencing. Each side firing off rounds, their little kind of rubber band cap gun things, few injuries being taken here and there, and yeah, you're still perched up there.
I just said this is escalating quite quickly. How do I, Richard Gruda Toucan, proceed? How do I proceed? How do I proceed? Do I help? I don't owe anything to these people. How do I do this? What do I do?
A couple of sheep start getting past, and one or two of them detonate up near the barricades. You don't think it's going to hold for much. Well, it'll take a few, but it won't take a lot.
Alright, I'm going to roll a die. I'm going to roll a d20. If it is a 11 to 20, I go down and help. If it's a 1 to 10, I'm stay up and watch.
Yes, fight for your amusement.
Well, everything looks good up here. I'm just going to stay right here and watch. You know what? Fuck those rats. Didn't like them anyway. Fuck them.
Well, as more and more sheep start coming in, the barricade starts taking more damage. Wolf finally gets there after kind of sauntering along, almost amused by the carnage going on to some extent. You can sort of read that from the look on his face. And
Go on, Styles,
what
give
would-
us an amused look.
Yeah, look us through this non-existent camera.
Can I ready my rubber band gun, aiming it at the wolf?
You can do.
I'm going to
Well-
ready it. This ain't I'm shooting it, and I've got it ready to aim.
That's fair enough. I want to know if Styles, your character, see him up there. So, I would want a instinct check, and I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be at least a 7 because he's quite hidden.
Okay. 12. Good to be back.
Yep.
That's
So
a
you have
that's a 3.
You have absolutely no idea that he's up there. All you know is there's rats in front of you. There's a couple of blown up sheep and a couple of half blown up rats as well.
Okay.
What do you do? What do you say?
I'm just basically gonna stand there watching this whole thing and just bark out a couple orders, just basically telling the deputies to press the attack, everyone. We've got to kill them all.
Duke, you hear this? What are you doing?
Oh, I am... So I've got it in my sights, like distance-wise. Is he at a great enough distance that if I were to fire, I would get disadvantage? I don't like that sigh.
Slowly morphing into race car noises.
Roll me a d20. I want to... It's 50-50 basically, so 10 or below you're at disadvantage.
Well, I'm at normal then, because I get advantage with my deputy hat.
Oh, well, there you go then. Normal.
I'll
So
do-
you know you have a normal shot.
I am gonna...
I can't say it because I'll take damage, but
Yep. Alright.
You could just say sports car.
I could, but it would lose its effect.
What's the fun
It
in that?
would.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and roll it. I'm gonna go ahead, even though I don't get a good one. I'm gonna... Yep, that's a 3. Damn it.
So you're making an attack against the wolf, yeah?
Yeah, I'm firing rubber band gun.
Styles, roll me a discovery, but I'm going to say at disadvantage because you don't know this is coming. So roll it twice. That's your d8.
Okay, nice. Yeah. So D8 and a D8.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, you missed this. Almost as if you know where it's coming from. The same.
So I recognize where that shot came from.
Oh, yeah, you know. You just know. Somehow
Okay.
you just sixth sense it.
Okay, I'm just gonna look up at the top of that building that I see him sitting on, and just kind of bark out, "You! What are you doing helping those rats?
I should be asking what the fuck you're doing with these sheep.
Well, it should be pretty obvious. I'm trying to kill them all.
Well, you tasked us with killing them. And you coming in and making your sheep explode tells me you have other motives that we don't know about.
No, you and your friends just took too long and I couldn't wait on it anymore. I thought you were professional fighters.
We're not assassins, if that's what you're meaning.
And at this point, I'm just gonna raise my gun and take a shot at him.
Yeah, go for it.
So that's gonna be scrap roll, right?
Yep.
Oh, I missed 2. That's a 2.
Well, you never know.
Yep, you never know. That's
Oh,
a 3,
it's a-
so I live. Alright. It works.
This is all going on whilst everything else is going on in the tunnels. I would say it's probably a little bit of a walk down, so you know, it took a bit longer to get to the tunnels than this, but you know. And with that, Took in your hair, in your ear,
In my
You were just
here.
here.
In my here. In the here of here.
shut the fuck up. You'll just hear. Oh, hello, Dad.
Dear God, kill me now.
Time for your.
Please murder me. Murder me here. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die here. Is this God? Is God hearing me? Am I in heaven already?
This is all.
Do it. Do it.
So, yeah, in case anyone's wondering, it's May the 4th right now. So our post
Damn,
person
Discord
Peter
literally helped you out with the Vader voice there.
Did it really?
Yeah,
Yeah, it turned to robot
really-
voice. Like
Yeah.
really cool.
So, Took, I can't remember who did the ad read last, but I'm asking you to do one now.
Damn it. Hold on.
You know
Hold
what you
on,
must
give me a
do.
second. I have actually used and wrote some of the Blister Critters actual ad blurbs here. Give me a second. Introducing the Stinky Skunk Gland Sucker 3000. This thing sucks. With 69 state-of-the-art attachments and an auto-retractable toucan decoy, you'll suck like never before. Dirt, dust, and dead skunks are no match for the Stinky Skunk Gland 3000. Sucky suck over hardwood, tile, carpet, and even badgers with ease. Call now to receive our special edition, which is the badger gland sucking attachment that makes
No!
badger messes a thing of the past. Our board certified suck specialists are on the line waiting for your call, so don't delay, start sucking today.
Hello, HR.
I don't know what this is.
I approve.
It's a colonoscopy equipment.
It's a vacuum cleaner. I don't know why. Just put it in there. It's bullshitting while I was at work, so I took the ad, because if you guys, people at home, the Blister Critters, if you buy this set, it actually comes with a little booklet where you can make your own ads. You just, it's an ad lib. It's ad libs where you just add the ads. So I just added this, and I wrote some of these out, and this one's the vacuum. Just looks like this skunk gland. It's definitely got to be a skunk gland vacuum. So I'm whipping this out. It's gonna be completely fucking useless in my scenario right now for what I'm doing. But I've got to just whipping out this fucking vacuum. It's like a little handheld vacuum cleaner. Can suck skunk glands out. I love it. Made my day. It's great.
They know what they're
Glad I
going
could.
for.
I'd probably try and get something useful for the event. Yeah, well, you know, get some weird, very specialist piece of equipment that we're never going to use.
I just said,
Yeah, I was
fuck it,
gonna-
this is what I'm gonna do. That's what I made, just for shits and
Fair
giggles.
enough.
Well, you're
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
high up. It might hurt if you drop it on someone.
Yeah, maybe heavy. Could weigh a fuck
Okay.
ton, I don't know.
Roll me a scrap roll if you're gonna drop a Hoover on the wall.
Ah!
Oh, no.
Ah!
Yes.
That's a brand. Hold on. Wait.
He's not wrong.
It's a brand.
But also, we're British, we can't help it.
Hey, no, we call them Hoovers here.
That is, yes, but it's
That's
also a brand.
it's still a brand. It is a brand.
They don't have the
Is
trademark
it?
anymore because
It
it
is-
got so
Yeah,
popular.
It is indeed a brand.
Yeah,
It's
remember
the
that means
guys
you have
who
to hurt
made
the boss.
It's the guys who made the Henry one. Matt, they have that's the brand name for them.
Yes.
I didn't know that was actually a brand name for that.
It
though.
is
Yeah, it
indeed
is.
a brand. We just
always
call it a
them
vacuum.
that.
It's just
Yeah.
a vacuum.
They lost the trademark on the word because it became so common for people just to call them that.
Oh, well, there you go then. So it's not trademarked anymore.
Bullshit.
No,
Don't bullshit
It
me
is a
on that.
brand, but it is not trademarked anymore.
Ah, but only if you had the name of it first, though.
No, the actual.
Oh,
just
you're
the
trying to
word.
find ways around this. Come on. Hold on. The person that affects is here. Styles, do you feel like it's a brand?
Well, since this would affect me, then no, it's not a brand.
Oh, fuck off, Styles. All right, never mind. Fuck your opinion. Anybody else? Hold on.
Flew the sheep.
Hold on.
I think we should do a vote.
I feel like it's a vote.
That
feel like
Google has said, yes, Hoover is a brand. So there you go.
Google is
No,
against
that-
you, Styles.
Is 4
Actually,
damage.
I have
It
a
is.
question,
For health.
Pippin. Do you guys have the Henry ones over there with the creepy faces on them?
No, I've never heard of a Henry.
They're not creepy.
I
Yeah,
haven't.
I quite
They
British
watch
model.
you.
I feel like I haven't. I'll be honest with you.
Because that's the brand that got them for, but they're known entirely for this delightful.
Oh, well, there's
There's a
Henry,
family.
Henrietta, Hetty.
We have the one that starts with a D. That's insanely expensive, and I've got that makes really good portable ones. We also have ones that are like
Jaws.
based off. It's based off jaw. You know, a
There you go.
animal in the sea that has great big jaws.
Yeah, that's the one we have here.
Yeah, that's on. Yes.
So you do have those.
Yeah, we have those. I'm not saying we don't have those. I just never seen them myself.
Yeah, they have
That makes
the
sense.
die son of a person,
Yes.
but
yes.
they don't.
Anyway.
They don't have the Henrique.
That's what I was
So
talking about. That's
roll-
really freaking expensive. Which I do own.
Roll me your scrap.
All right. It is my scrap.
Stars.
You want me to roll?
Yeah, because you're throwing this thing at him, aren't you?
Wait, I'm throwing it, right? No, I just got it. I didn't say I was gonna throw it. Cap
Yeah,
made
not
the
gonna-
Did we
joke.
not,
Cap
did we not
made the
just
joke
resolve
that
the
it.
brand damage there? to
Yeah,
Styles?
that's all. Yeah, yeah. About to say he needs to lose 4 health.
Just do it. So
Alright.
Flew the sheep.
He technically needs to lose 8 because you did it before and you made the joke that you were gonna have him heal.
Don't count your chicken.
Yes, I noted that. You did say a brand before, and you made the joke to me and Jay that you're like, well, it's whatever. I'm gonna have him heal while I was
To be
waiting.
fair,
That was
it's
another 4 health.
Styles' character, so Styles can say it. So I'd say that in defense.
Right. Anyway, what are you doing with the damn thing?
I don't know. I'm just gonna have it right here. I just pulled this out of my
Just
ass,
hanging in the
like
air.
out of my cloaca. It literally just like I literally shit it out of my cloaca.
Too cool.
So it's just kind of sitting here, and I've got it, and it's just I'm waiting
A
for
token with a Hoover
Matt.
on the top of a building.
Cap. We've just assessed it's a brand. Why did you say it?
Poo covered stinky skunk land.
Well, anyway, I just got it. Give me the stats on it.
What does this thing do? I think Matt was hoping you'd drop it so you
it's-
didn't have to deal with the damn thing.
So
Yeah, Matt,
technically,
pull,
it's
pull
a
some
skunk.
stats for a Hoover out your arse right now, Matt.
It's
Cap,
literally
you
a
have to
skunk
stop.
gland sucker. It's a skunk gland sucker. So I assume all you do is you just plug it up to their anus and they just suck out all the bad fluids.
Feeling violated
So,
yet? Flower?
so it's an anus sucker. Like you just want to shut. Yeah, you having constipation? That's what this is for. Boom,
Maybe this could be something that can make essentially gas grenades from flour.
boom. Yeah, that's kind of what that's literally
Flammable
was the
gas
gist.
grenades.
I think I made this ad lib when we were doing the canon.
Oh.
I think is when I did it. So I was like, in my head, I made this ad lib because I went to work the next day and I was like, fuck it, let's make this fucking vacuum. And this just happened to be the only fucking ad lib I can find in my stack of ad libs here that I filled out.
Right.
So Yeah, it just kind of worked out that way.
If you can see the look on my face right now, it's
He's aroused.
right. So you want this thing to be able to suck Flower's arse, basically.
Yeah, I want to be able to make
Flower's character.
It's a unit that looks like a thing that starts with a D that Jay mentioned. That instead of an air filter, I can screw on a little glass jar and it sucks out all the bad gas from Flower and makes gas grenades.
Skunk scent comes in a little glass jar.
But also, that's why it says the badger gland attachment, because badgers also have glands like that and can spray.
It's just not as powerful.
It's not as powerful.
So
No, skunk is way more powerful.
It's just going to be an SP then,
In a
Yeah.
way.
essentially. So SP of 4,
No one make eye contact with man like.
because it's big, and maybe a bonk of a D8 in case you want to hit someone with it.
Sure.
We can take it back to the train and keep it there.
It's
stock
handy
up.
for that. We can
Yeah.
use it to
Household
we can use it to
appliance.
milk Flower in the train.
Buy me dinner first.
I will say,
Marge will get you taken care of, honey, don't worry.
if
From
you
both
use this,
situations.
it will essentially make Flower's flamethrower hard to use.
That thing's already useless though, near enough.
Yeah.
It's 50-50. I mean, if you hooked it up to like an actual gas bottle, then it wouldn't be a 50-50. It's a 50-50.
And are you
going
gonna give us a gas bottle?
I can't get it.
Yeah, it's fucking. Huh?
Hold on. Let me Google something real fast.
Uh-oh.
That's what I've been trying. I want to make a bandolier so I can put a fucking gas bottle.
What
I
shape?
mean, it'd be you can have you'd be able to have that to hook balls to it.
Oh, actually,
It
yeah,
takes-
the Hoover could make fuel reliable glass vial fuels.
Skunks can spray a maximum of 5 to 6 times in a row before needing to replenish their spray glands, which can take up to 10 to 14 days to fully recover.
So maybe make us roll a d6 for how many we get.
Could be, but then also once he sprays all 6, it's a 10 to 14 days to fully recover that back up.
Let's call
But
that
that's
one
just-
session.
I mean, this is a video. I mean, this is a tabletop, with world of how
And then we
we
get this
design.
straight.
So,
You're arguing how many times you can suck Flower's ass before it runs out.
well,
Yeah,
you
poor
said
Flower
if
says,
we
"Please."
suck out his ass, that it will dampen his flower thrower. So I'm just saying we could probably be able to get a
Flame
couple, flame flower. Go ahead and do a couple grenades out of that, and then he'll still have a couple charges of his flame flower.
The only reason it was 50-50 again is because it's not a gas bottle. If it was a gas bottle, it'd be 100% of the time. The 50-50 is in case he shits himself, because it's literally a tube up his arse.
Just a spray of something else.
That's just psychological damage. Okay, anyway, back to the tale at hand.
You gotta.
There's about to be a
Will
tail in
Manny
hand.
consent to this though? Will Manny consent to be milked? That's my question. No one's asked him.
It's like Ghost. It's like the Ghost movie I can't name. You don't need a consent.
I was going to say, we're animals. There is no laws.
Anyway, Stars,
Technically,
you
a
see-
skunk's skunk's glands are around its anus, not in its anus.
Okay.
That's my own button.
It's on its butt, but it says it's located around the anus.
Are you currently
But I-
looking at pictures of Scott's?
Oh yes, I'm looking at diagrams. Hold on, give me a second. Let me send one.
No.
I'm just kidding. I've seen no diagrams, but it just says on there that is located
One
around.
episode, Woody.
Yeah, oh yeah, totally. I'm very erect right now looking at skunks, for sure.
Oh man. Right, haven't been quite as much degenerates for 5 minutes, so that can continue.
This
Stars,
one
you just
slows now.
fuck's sake. Stars, you've just seen this thing being pulled out of anywhere. Care to comment?
I honestly don't know what to. I would probably just stare at him with this confused look, kind of tilt my head like a dog does whenever he's not sure what you're trying to tell him to do, and shake it off and take another. Well, if it's my turn, I'd take another shot at him.
Yeah, sure.
A very
Take-
poo-covered bloody skunk vacuum.
All
Take
right.
a shot at this rate. Take a shit, whichever one.
Yeah.
Close.
2.
Two.
Roll.
Two. Roll your roll a scrap. Meanwhile, the sheep.
That's a nat one.
Ooh,
So Styles, you technically hit.
sweet.
Now, as Took mentioned before, with anything ranged, you don't get the bonk on it. You don't get your scrap on it. You just get the bonk.
Okay. So bonk.
So it's a D8. And a stun
You
of
got
a
the roll.
D4.
You got the roll
and
really
D2.
good.
I thought the bonk was a D10 on this gun.
Was it a D10?
I had originally D8, but then I scratched it off and wrote D10. We must have changed it at some point.
D10 it is then.
All right, here we go.
I have a DR of 7. So
There's an
I
8.
take one. I take 1 damage.
But you are also stunned and you're bleeding for 2 for 3 rounds.
So bleeding, is that just 1 damage? Or
No,
for-
bleeding 2.
Oh,
So
okay.
that would technically account for 6 damage.
Across the ground.
And
So,
that's
so I take 1
is-
damage right now, or do I take 3 damage right now?
yeah.
and then-
I mean, you can take the 7 because you're just basically unconscious for 3 rounds, as it were. And
Okay.
bleed is not affected by DR, I think.
Since he's on the
It's-
since he's on the roof of that building and he's kind of just perched there and he's unconscious, can he just maybe fall off of that building and smack his head on the ground?
That is a very good point.
Yeah.
Bards don't fall off the perches when they're unconscious.
That doesn't
but
I
if-
agree.
and
That's fact. Nope, it's fact. All right, let's go with that.
when
Bards
they
can
fall
sleep there.
asleep.
When they're asleep, but he's unconscious from getting shot in the head, so I'm gonna say
they can
gravity
be
gravity
unconscious and
takes.
perched at the same time.
Ah. Well, I don't know either way, so I can't argue this any more than my gravity argument.
Also lose its you're basically twatting him around the head with a rubber band cap gun. It's not a case of he's peacefully falling asleep.
He
he's
quickly took a
being
nap in the
knocked
time between
out.
the pan leaving the gun and hitting him.
Oh, I'm
He's got a little pillow and everything.
Technically,
Okay.
toucan's beak is their pillow. They kind of nest into their beak.
Horrifying.
It's very horrifying. If you saw it, it looks like they become just a beak.
Huh. Well, roll me a. I have no idea what to make you roll for falling off the side of a building. Because technically, this game doesn't have anything for fall damage.
Guess.
All damage depends on weight, so
well-
I think it should be 0.5.
Jace, whose side are you on, Jay?
I didn't say. Hey, that was Carmen. Fuck off.
Hey, I
So-
said no, 0.5.
I
That's
see the
0,
notes.
0.5.
Oh, you saw the. Never mind. Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah. Fuck you, Jay. What side are
I'd
you on?
say probably a scar.
Yeah, I
because
tried,
That's the
I
closest
tried.
thing to Dex.
Thanks, Cap.
Dex.
I know you had my back.
Yeah, alright, go for a scurry on one over. I mean, you're unconscious, so a 6.
Maybe just to mitigate the damage a little bit.
God,
It's hard to
damn it.
convincingly lie when everybody has
Wait,
to Google
wait.
their fingertips.
Wait. So this is not a dodge roll. I use my beak for tripedal. I get advantage on it. I still a fucking 4. Damn it. Wait, I burned 3 grit.
You know what? We'll let him have it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let you have that. So you do fall off, but you just kind of manage to
Lands
land
perfectly on his beak, dug into the ground.
You land on something. Meanwhile, Stars, you order your sheep forward and they start blowing the barricade. The last few rats kind of get obliterated, and Took, your character, wakes up just as the face of a dead rat kind of lands right in front of you. What are you going to do?
What is Toucan gonna do? What do you say?
Yeah. Given in
fucking-
mind you have...
I'm unconscious.
Yeah, but we're not exactly in turn order, are we?
Yeah, but like, I dream of illustrious
You said you woke
rainforests. When? I didn't hear. I still
Like a
heard I was
second ago.
unconscious.
Okay, never mind then. You're still unconscious. Styles, what are you gonna do with
Oh,
unconscious?
because I didn't hear anything? What the fuck? Really? You're gonna hurt me on that?
I'm just gonna run up to him and smack him in the head with my nightstick.
Okay, now I feel like this is really bullshit at this point. If you're gonna use that against me, Matt, come on.
How long have we been running back to this battle for?
Quite a while. We're taking
Long
a
enough.
leisurely stroll. You know,
I was kind of
tour
hoping that Tuchel would just
I'm like,
fly
no,
off at this
no.
point, but I gave him the option.
I didn't hear you when you said I woke up.
Well, I am giving you the option now. What
yeah,
would you
I
like
wake
to
up.
do?
Absolutely. And apparently I'm dazed, but I try to fly away.
Okay.
Wake up.
So Styles, unfortunately, yes, you do kind of watch him fly off in all of a roundabout kind of cat-handed way. He's still kind of groggy from being shot in the face. I will let you have one final shot at him to see if you can hit, but it'll be a disadvantage because he's moving.
I'll take another shot. All right.
So roll twice.
I'd like to take the first one.
A 6. Two. Can you roll a decent enough scurry to avoid being shot in the ass?
Oh, attacker.
Attacker wins.
Attacker wins.
Alright, and that would be
Fucking damn it.
If
10.
I have any more grit though, they can.
I've got like
Jesus.
I've only got like 4 grit left. That's still just 3 damage, by the way. But do I still am I still taking fucking bleed?
Yeah, you only
you
could
can
burn
take
one of your
a
4 grit to avoid this. I would maybe just do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my
Eight.
4. Nope, I'm burning the 1 grit to beat that.
There you go. So, alright. He narrowly dodges you.
Yeah, you're running away
You
intensely.
narrowly dodge it. Carrying your skunk lambs sucker. And it's at this point the others kind of make it out the tunnels finally. All the rats are surrounding everything, and you just see Toucan flying back with this thing kind of clutched in his talons or whatnot. What do you say?
Damn, what the fuck is that?
You'll find out soon. Don't worry.
I don't know what it does, but it's not going anywhere near me.
You look hurt, Took. What happened?
The fucking wolf shot me twice. Well, 3 times, but I only remember 2 of them. One got me. Fucked me up pretty good. But the wolf, he's been sending. He's here to kill everybody.
That son of a bitch.
Damn. I don't know, alright then. Point us in his direction and we'll fuck him up then.
And with that, you'll hear a howl in the distance. Styles, you gonna give us a howl?
I'll just put that, since I'm the editor, I'll just sneak that in a little bit.
And this is what I did earlier.
Well played, well played. And I think because that's going to end up in a combat very soon, we will end this one here. Thank you very much for listening. Find us on Bsky, Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
Apple pie.
YouTube, Good Pods. Leave us a review, leave us a rating or whatever, and yeah, maybe we'll read it out at some point. Other than that, thank you very much, and goodbye.